It's never fun when your vacation ends. But for Lori Pierce, the trip home was a bit of a nightmare.
We were absolutely stunned.
Pierce was flying back to Edmonton from Cancun on what she thought was a non-stop flight. But after the doors closed, passengers were told all of a sudden the Air Transat flight would be stopping in New Orleans to refuel. Pierce says it added 7 hours to the trip.
We sat on the tarmac for quite some time in excruciating heat. It was like a sauna in there.
Air Transat had chartered the plane from another company. The aircraft was smaller and couldn't make it to Edmonton without refueling. But emails we obtained show the charter operator never intended to warn passengers far in advance that there would be a stop or file a flight plan that included the stop. Because of Mexican rules, they wrote, this is the way the game has to be played.
It appears the company filed a flight plan it never intended to follow, and passengers got caught in the middle. So how can you make sure that doesn't happen to you? In short, you can't really.
There's no specific penalty for filing a fraudulent flight plan because officials with Transport Canada say it's hard to prove intent. But passenger advocates disagree.
The regulations clearly, unambiguously state that there is an obligation to file a flight plan. Therefore, it is implied that the flight plan has to be truthful.
We went to the Minister of Transportation, who just introduced a passenger Bill of Rights and often talks of protecting passengers when they fly. On this, he had less to say. Should there be consequences?
Well, I would have to look at any specific allegations that have been made with respect to that, and I could get back to you on that. But normally when you file a flight plan, it's because you're going to follow that flight plan.
We went back to the minister's office with these specific allegations, but nobody responded.
We are paying taxes to the government so that the government will enforce the regulations. Is the government saying that the regulations cannot be enforced?
For its part, Air Transat insists they did nothing illegal and only a very small number of flights ever have an unscheduled technical stopover. Cold comfort for Lori Pierce.
We paid a fair, full price.
Left frustrated, she didn't get her money's worth. Vashi Kapelos, Global News, Ottawa.